Hello.
Hi. Can you hear me
Yay,
okay?
it's all working great. Yeah, it's very
Yay.
clear actually.
Oh, good.
Oh, this
Here,
is
I
so
need to turn up
cool.
the volume. I can barely hear you. So, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I
Did
can
I
hear
just
you.
mute
Let me
you?
turn mine up
Okay.
as well. Hang on. Oh, oh God, mine's really loud now. Oh, there we go. That's better. Is it all good? Can you hear me fine as well?
Yeah, I can hear you. Is there a way for me to take
Perfect.
away the comments so I can see?
Oh, good point. You can swipe up on your screen, and if you drag your finger on the screen, I think it's up or down, it kind of makes the comments half, if that makes sense.
That's good.
So,
Okay.
guys,
I'm just gonna go with it.
no worries. When we move around, it'll probably be easier anyways. So, guys, this is On
Okay.
Point Dancewear based in Bellevue in Seattle, and they are actually the very first dance store that I ever visited on my first US trip. So, how cool is that we get to do a
Oh,
live stream
really?
together? Yeah, he was
Oh,
my
that's so
first
cool.
dance
I
store
didn't
to
know
visit.
that.
Because
I
literally,
remember that
my
day.
first, right? Wasn't
Yeah.
it cool?
It was so
So
cool. And it was really like casual and unexpected because I think you were coming to Seattle to see a concert. And I just kind of sent a message going, "Oh, you're in Seattle. You should come by my store." And then I went off to a ballet class. And then when I got out of the ballet class, I saw this message from you going, "Great, I'll be there in 20 minutes." And so I remember like racing over to the store. So
it was
yeah,
so
that
funny because
picture was
I
so
had
funny.
like no idea of like like the distance between things in America. It was very overwhelming, and I remember getting an Uber, and I was like, "Wow, this is quite far," because I was staying in Capitol Hill, I think it was, and it was quite a distance from there. Anyways, would you like to tell us a little bit about your history of your store and your history with being a dance wear retailer?
Sure, sure. So my name's Rhea. I'm the owner of On Point Dancewear in Bellevue. A lot of people just call us On Point. We are actually celebrating our 3-year anniversary next month. And so,
Oh,
I'm really proud of how far the store has come. We started off as just like a little place. I pretty much built it from the ground up. And over the years, we've really specialized in ballet and point shoe fitting. And I've developed some really great relationships with some of the local ballet academies and studios. And it's just been a really great ride. I love my customers. I love fitting point shoes. I really, really do. I'm still a dancer myself. I take classes. Well, I haven't taken classes since the lockdown, but I still, as an adult, take ballet class, take modern. Actually, right before the closure, we were still in rehearsals for a performance that we were going to do right about now. And I was going to perform
oh,
on point. So I'm a little disappointed about that. So hopefully we'll get
oh,
a redo maybe later this year, early next year.
oh,
But yeah,
definitely.
so
Where do you dance,
yeah,
by the way?
I'm
Sorry.
sorry.
Where do you dance, by the way?
I dance at a studio in Redmond, Washington called Gotta Dance, and
Uh-huh.
they are located really close to Microsoft headquarters.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah,
random.
yeah,
Cool. So would you like to give us a little tour of your store?
sure, sure. So bear with me. I'm going to turn my screen, okay?
Yeah.
All right. I don't have a camera person with me today. All right. So I'm going to walk to the front of the store. So when you come in, you're greeted with all kinds of cleaning products.
Perfect.
Yeah. And so the way our store is laid out, we always have our new, like, latest, greatest things in the front. When you enter, on the left side, we've got all of our children's wear. And
Mm-hmm.
I'll walk closer here. You can definitely see what genre of dance we lean into. We have a lot of leotards. This is for all our kiddos. We have some fun little things here. We're definitely more like a boutique style store. And so we don't have
Very
every,
cute.
yeah, we don't have every like dance knickknack out there. And so like
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of dancewear stores, they carry gymnastics and
I
stuff
get you.
for,
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
other styles like ballroom and things. So this is our adult section. We always have a sale rack by the
Nice.
window. And then these are all our colored leotards. You can probably see some of the Nikolai stuff kind of peeking out here and there.
Perfect. I can see.
Am I holding it steady?
Yeah, it's good. You're doing great.
Okay. And so we go here. Here's our little boys department. So got to remember the guys.
Absolutely.
And then your dressing rooms. We've got two like pretty spacious dressing rooms here. Okay, and then all our types. We have tons of types.
Wow.
For children and adults. And then we've got our black rounder here. Oh, there's a Nikolai leotard that we had.
Yeah, one of my favorite styles, actually.
Oh, that is one of my personal favorites. I think
I love it a lot. I have it in quite a few colors.
So this is where we fit, I call them like all the other shoes. So
I get you. That makes sense.
Ballet slippers, jazz shoes, half soles. And then this, oh goodness, I'm really close. This is where all the magic happens.
Yay!
Here's Miranda. She's going to be working with us today for live fitting.
Fabulous. Can't wait.
Yeah. So
it's great. I love it.
Fitting area. Yep. And here's our front counter.
Very nice.
That's our new shield. We didn't have that before.
Sure.
There's a new world here.
Good idea. Exactly. Got to be safe.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. And then all of our little gifty items.
Nice.
So, like
I like
training
it.
tools. Yeah.
Oh,
so
it's
that's
lovely.
our little place.
Fabulous.
Yeah, and so I really try to, here, I'm going to flip it around, try to make it, you know, a really pretty, really approachable place, but at the same time comfortable, in a place where girls feel like really excited to come to the store and find all kinds of fun things. It's definitely a place where people like to come and explore and see what's out there. And so I really wanted to create an atmosphere of warmth and some exciting things. Whenever I walk around, you know, sometimes I think, you know, that movie Sound of Music where they sing the song about my favorite things. So that's kind of how I feel about my stores.
Yes,
walk around, it's like, these are some of my favorite things.
Definitely.
And I just love sharing it with the dance community.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
So also, obviously, you're known for your fittings as well. You have a great reputation for that. You have, I mean, I know from obviously meeting you in person like twice now that you are like me in the sense that you're very into the fine detail and learning as much as you can about products and how to solve different issues with fittings as well. So do you like fit all dancers from beginner up to professional level? What are your kind of usual kind of customers? Do you fit adults as well?
Yes, and so we definitely have a lot of students. I think that's just because of our location. We're located just very close to some pretty large ballet training centers. I do fit professionals, but I work a lot with families. I work a lot with educating the dancers and the girls, with letting them know really what they're signing up for.
Of course.
And educating, especially the parents, so that they understand what to expect when their dancers are transitioning from their regular technique classes onto pointe. And so I really go into a lot of details about, you know, the parts of the pointe shoe, what the pointe shoes are made of, what they can expect as those shoes are worn in, and how long they're meant to last. And then setting expectations of, like, okay, this is what the goals are for today based on where you're at with your training. But, you know, we also take into account what's going on in your training or your performances. Are you just taking a bar class? Are you preparing for competition? Are you preparing for show? And we really take into account all of those things when deciding what kind of shoe and what level of support that you need.
Yeah, do you know what? You've just brought up a really good topic actually about you know, listening to where the dancer is in her like training or career, because you know, so much can change as a dancer goes through different development on point, right?
Hmm.
So this also branches onto one of the things that we think is very crucial with making sure that you visit your fitter for a regular fitting, not just kind of, you know, having one fitting every 2 years, for example, making sure that you're getting
Right.
checked out, because so much can change, can't it?
So much can change. And I think a lot of being a good fitter is setting the right expectations with your
Yeah.
dancer and with the parents, and letting them know that, okay, you know, you're in your first year of point or your second year of point. This is most likely not going to be your forever shoe. I mean, if we get really lucky, then you can, but
Hmm.
fitting point shoes and wearing point shoes is definitely a process, and it can take several years to really find your forever shoe and something that works for you. And once you can find your perfect point shoe, a lot of times even then we're doing adjustments, because the longer you're on point, the more flexible you get, the stronger you get,
Yes,
then your needs
definitely.
change. Maybe your your taste, like you want an aesthetic to look a little
Hmm.
bit different. And so, yeah, a lot of it is communication, setting the right expectation, and really listening to the dancer in what they want out of their shoe. Because as a fitter, you know, I can tell, oh, I think this shoe would look really nice. Um, but ultimately, it's how that dancer feels and what gives them the confidence to
Yeah,
perform at the
uh-huh.
yeah.
Absolutely. Totally agree. So how have you been dealing with the like lockdown? How has that been for you as a business? Are you like reopening now or?
Um, it has definitely been a lesson in patience. And, you know, I
Absolutely.
had to really switch gears as a business owner, and take a look at what's working, what's not. I really had to pivot my business model. For example, we weren't online. I just wasn't, all the way up until 3 months ago, I didn't want to have an online store, because I really wanted to people experience the value of
I know what
coming
you
to a
mean.
dance store and having that fitting, because I know that when they come in for a fitting, they're going to walk out with a shoe that they feel really excited about and comfortable with.
Hmm.
But honestly, like when we were doing the lockdown, we had dancers that were growing out of their shoes, because, you know, even though my store was closed, the dance world didn't stop. Everyone was still dancing, because dancers are
Of
very
course.
disciplined. They're,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, still training. I think everyone was ordering dance flooring and
I
setting
know,
up
right?
makeshift studios, yeah, in their kitchens, their dining rooms. And so people still had point shoe needs, ballet slipper needs. And so I had to create an online store literally like overnight. And then also doing virtual point shoe fittings, which I hadn't done before.
No, me
But I was
neither till
surprised at
lockdown.
how much I could see. Yeah,
I agree.
yeah, I'm
It's
sure you
been
had to do
so
that too.
amazing. Oh my God, because I never thought I could do it, right? And then I thought, you know what, just
Right.
give it a try and see what happens. And I was like, oh my God, actually, I've just realized, especially when the customers tell you what an experience has been and how much they've learned, I was like, wow, I really can get stuff across virtually.
Yeah, yeah. And as long as the camera angle's right, and, you know,
Yeah.
if they have the right shoe options, I wasn't doing obviously first timers, but,
Oh
you
no,
know,
me neither.
people that were, you know, existing customers where I had a fitting
Hmm.
history with them. You know, I could send them some shoes, or we could
Yeah,
troubleshoot over the phone or FaceTime.
exactly.
And so, yeah, it was a very interesting time. I was making deliveries to people's homes if they were really close to the store. I mean, it was pretty wild. Right now, we're back in the store. We just reopened last week,
Yeah.
so we're still in like a modified phase 1, which means we can't just fling the doors open. We're only allowed to operate at a 15% capacity. So right now,
Hmm.
that's like 4 people in the store, not including employees. And so we moved to an online appointment system. And so people just go to our website on Point Bellevue, excuse me, onpointbellevue.com, and they just book a private shopping appointment, or they can book a point shoe fitting. And that has worked out really well.
Oh,
So
yeah, I bet.
people can come in one family at a time. It gives us time to
Hmm.
sanitize the space,
Good idea.
and it provides like a a more relaxed, kind of a safe environment, a way to ease
Definitely.
back into things.
Absolutely. I think it's very key to make sure that everything is, in place. But it's nice to be able to finally, have like some kind of interaction with real dancers in person, right?
It is. You know, my husband's still working from home, and when we reopened the store, he was like, "Tell me what it's like to interact with people in real life again." So,
It's funny.
because my
So,
kids are still at home, my husband's working from home, and so I'm really the only one leaving the house still.
absolutely. So, tell us a little bit about your experience with Nikolai products. How long have you been like with our shoes? Even when with the transition and whatever. Like, I mean, when did you personally discover our point shoes? That's what I'm trying to get across.
Yeah, so I have been fitting with the original Grishko made in Russia shoes back from when we started. They were one of the first point shoe lines that we had in the store.
Fabulous.
And like everyone else, we just had the 2007 back
Uh-huh.
then. And then over the years, we expanded to bring in some other styles. And then there was, I don't know what to call it, like the transition.
Yep.
Um,
We'll speak about that later.
right, right. And so I love Nikolai shoes. I like the construction, the strength of the paste, and I love that there's so many different options. And
Right? It's
so I
crazy.
really
There's so
feel,
many.
yeah, there's a lot of options. And if a dancer likes one style of shoe, but they have something different going on in their life, I can, take one model and say, okay, well, since you're going to be performing on stage, let's get the pro version so we can have it be a little bit quieter. Or if you want something
Mm-hmm.
that's a little more ready to wear, let's do the Pro Flex version of the shoe that you know and love.
Mm-hmm.
So there's lots of
It's
flexibility and
incredible, isn't it?
options.
Like how many shank strengths we have as well. It's just like there really is something for
There's so
everybody.
many.
I mean, do you remember when I came to your store for the first time and we were speaking about the shoes? And I was
Yeah,
like telling you about like Maya ones as well, because you didn't have Maya one back then.
right, right. And so I've come a long way with my knowledge, and when it comes to point shoes and really anything, I have this need to be a subject matter expert, and so I just try to dive in as deep as I can in learning about the shoes. So
Absolutely. No, that's really
yeah, and I
cool.
really think
Um,
to best represent the line, you need to have more than just the 2007, because we need to
oh
have
God,
different foot shapes,
absolutely.
different
Yes.
lasts.
Well, this is something we're educating retailers about actually that have because previously they didn't have access to all these incredible models, right? So now they've got
Right.
access to all of our incredible models, different shanks, dancewear, the whole shebang. So it's really
I know.
nice
It's
because
like the lid's
now
been
it's like,
blown open.
wow.
I know the
So tell us a little
dancewear
bit
is
about, I
amazing.
know, isn't it gorgeous? Like I absolutely love it,
Yeah.
as you know. So tell us about the Nikolai Poinchy models that you currently have, and are you getting any others? Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so right now, obviously, we had the 2007, and then when the Nikolai brand launched, we transitioned to the 3007. We still have some 2007 in stock. Everything's made in Russia, but there's some subtle differences with those two models of shoes that I really like. And I do have a couple dancers that do still prefer the 2007.
Of course, yeah.
So it's nice to have that option, but I do like the
Yeah.
improvements.
Yeah,
So
me
yeah,
too. I'm a big fan of
2007,
the improvements.
right. So we've got 2007, 3007. We've got the Nova. I've got the Maya one and the Allure slash Dreampoint 2007. They're
Uh-huh.
the same shoe.
Nice. Yeah,
Hmm.
beautiful.
And
Another one of
then
my faves.
I have, oh, my fave. I mean, it depends on the foot. Um, but personally, I really like the Nova. I like the extra paste on the side, and just it really
Uh-huh.
encases the foot really nicely, and the lower material on the sides of the shoe just really showcases the foot, which I really like. But
Have
yeah,
you
it
ever
just
done
depends
any of
on the
our
person.
custom orders before for anybody?
Not yet. I was actually thinking of ordering a pair for myself. I got a
Oh,
sample of the Smart Point, which I have like pancake feet and really tight ankles, and that's probably the first shoe that made my feet look good. I do need a little bit of a shorter vamp though.
Oh my God, you know what we should do?
Short little toes.
We should totally have a virtual fitting together because you
We
never know. I
should.
might have ideas. That'd be really fun.
Yeah, so Smart Point, I'm really interested in. I got a sample of the Katya, which
Oh
I
yes,
think is beautiful as an option for someone that may be familiar with the 2000 or 3007 model, but if they're doing like a contemporary ballet and they want to have something that really looks like sleek and really flat, it's got some features on there that can really enhance, I think, a performance. And then they wouldn't have to pancake that shoe. So we can talk more about that shoe later.
Absolutely. Shall we go on to showing these guys a fitting with your dancers that you've got there?
Sure. So let me bring the camera here. So our dancer, I don't know, is this too far away?
We can do some different angles. So we could do like, oh, actually go a little bit closer, I think.
Okay. I mean, I can
possible.
get like, hang on, let me turn it around. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Much better.
Okay. So everyone, this is Miranda. She's
Hi.
a student over at our local Emerald Ballet Academy.
Oh, yes. Cool.
Here
Nice.
in Bellevue. And so I have fit Miranda in the past. She was in a different style of point shoe, but she's a very beautiful, very strong dancer. And I'd love for her to try on some Nikolai shoes and get some of your input, just because, you know, you're a master fitter and you specialize in this brand. And so I'd love to know your thoughts.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I've already laid out like the models that we have.
Cool. Nice and organized.
Is there anything that you want her to do prior to putting on the shoes?
Could we see like her bare feet first so we can get an idea of what we're working with?
Okay, so can you take off your socks?
So first thing I like to do personally is look at like the shape of the dancer's foot, like her toes. So if you take a parallel standing up facing us, please.
Okay, so there's her feet.
Does she wear toe spacers at all between her big toe and second toe? Okay, great.
She does.
Could you take a first position for us on the flat? And then could you take a rise on demi-point? Excellent. And then come back down for us. Then could you give us a tendu à la seconde so we could look at the shape of your arch and everything else? Nice. Next foot. Very good. And then can we see from the back in first position as well? On flat. And then take a rise on demi-point again. Great, and then come back down for us. So what models do you have there?
I've got 3007, Nova, Maya. I've got all four.
Fab, let's do them all. So
I mean, I have my thoughts on what I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Best, but I think it's good to try them all on. So
yeah, I always do. Do you know what? This is another thing that I find fascinating is sometimes, even when you think a shoe isn't going to work, sometimes you can put it on a dancer and you're actually astounded that it actually works. Yeah. So how many years on point has Miranda been doing?
How many years on point have you been?
I think 4.
Oh,
4
cool.
years.
How much point work does she do a week on average?
Well, now I'm doing a lot less, like starting from the quarantine. But before that, I was on point about 5 days a week.
Oh, wow. Okay. So did you used to rotate shoes at all to get extra life, or how did you used to work it?
I used to switch off between 2 pairs. So, yeah.
Fabulous. Excellent. Cool. Did you ever have any problems before on point, or any previous or current injuries that we need to know about?
No, I haven't had any injuries.
Okay, great. So is there anything in particular on point from a point shoe that you're looking for today? Like anything that you want to improve on, or any kind of feelings that you're looking to get from a shoe?
I don't have anything specific that I'm thinking about right now, but I know that I want like a shoe that is really supportive and that feels like I can balance on it well. So I'm
Yep,
interested to
cool.
like try out some types.
Perfect. Excellent. Okay, well, shall we pop the phone somewhere? Do you know what we could do, Rhea, is we could put the phone somewhere propped up and then you could like do the fitting itself, if that makes sense.
Okay. So since I'm going to be getting close, I'm going to need to mask up.
Yep, sure.
So, all right. Let's see if I can get it. Oh gosh, this is kind of a cushioned surface, so maybe I shouldn't do that.
Cool.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay. All right. So Miranda, why don't you go ahead and put on, this is the 3007.
Yeah.
How about if I go to the floor, is that better?
Yeah, floor's always the best because then we can get that close-up angle of the
Okay.
feet and seeing the detail of the shoe. So has Miranda worn Nikolai Poinchys before?
No, this is her first time.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah, here, let me change that angle just a little bit.
Sure. Nice turnout.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's excellent.
Okay.
So you just do what you usually do and we'll just take a peek and I'll give you any kind of input that I might think that's handy to you guys with the shoes.
All right, Miranda, I want you to take a demi-plie. And can you feel the end of your shoe with your longest toe or toes?
Yeah.
Okay, are your toes still laying flat inside that shoe?
Yeah, they feel comfortable.
Okay, good. The nice thing is with Miranda's age, she hasn't grown in length since the last time I fit her.
Sure.
So this is good. Okay, so come together in parallel first. And I want you to actually turn around so she can see the back of your shoe. Okay.
Oh yeah, good
so
idea.
Go ahead and lift up this foot on the point. Okay, that's nice and aligned. Okay,
Excellent.
Let me see this one. Okay. I think that looks good. Okay, now go ahead and face the mirror. Okay, and then since we don't have elastics, I don't want you to roll up. I want you to just step up 1 foot at a time. Okay.
Ooh, that's
So
a nice
this is
fit.
3007. And go ahead and turn and face the camera so they can see.
Nice, nice and pulled up, very secure.
Yeah.
Looks very even.
Technique. Can you turn out?
Oh, nice. Getting over
I
beautifully.
really like this is just the
They look
medium
good.
check.
Yeah, they look really nice. It's a good shape on her as well.
Yeah, it really is. So
could we see a really fifth position from the side as well?
I'm sorry?
Sorry, I got a lag. Sorry, it's because I lag. When I speak, I lag out. Could we see fifth position from the side on so we can get like an idea of like the nice shape of the shoe? Oh, beautiful. Oh, they look really good. Yeah, carry on. What was you saying? Sorry.
Oh, now I've forgotten. Oh, yeah, I was going to say I really like the new 3007 because it has the like a suede heel grip. So
yes,
it's really
I love that.
her heel really nicely.
I know it's a great
like
thing.
A really smooth look.
Yeah.
With the 2007, they didn't have that, and so I feel like the satin is nicer, and it's just holding onto her foot really well.
Absolutely. And do you know what also, like, I'm just going to grab a 3007. Hang on a minute.
Go ahead and come down.
Here we go. What I also really like about the 3007 is, do you remember, like on a classic 2007, we used to get a bit of kind of sagginess at the side quarters and heel, whereas now it's very streamlined, very, very smooth. So it gives a more kind of flattering appearance on the foot, I think, which is just wonderful. Yeah, it looks really nice on her. How does it feel, Miranda?
It feels good. It feels like really supportive, I guess.
Yeah, she's really lifted.
You look nice and pulled up.
Arch. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks good. Nice. Okay. Well, that's a prospective pair for sure, right?
Okay, let's take those off and compare it to the Nova.
So for you guys watching, the Nova shoe is built on 2000, 3007 last as well. But with the Nova, it features a few different aspects. We've got shorter side quarters and heel. We've got higher wings, and the paste is our flexible paste. Plus it comes in, just like 3007, it comes in flex option, pro option, standard shanks as well. And it's more of a kind of oval shaped platform with a really deep U-cut vamp. The vamp is slightly higher, I think, personally, to the 3007, ever so slightly. Yeah. And it's very nice because for dancers that have bunions or bunionettes, or they have a lot of flexibility in their feet, the higher wings can really give a lot of security and give more lateral support. It also features the machine stitch sole as well, just like 3007. Cool, let's have a little look at this one.
Go ahead and check out the length. So this is the same length and width as the 3007. How's that one?
It's so good.
Okay. All right. So usually go into first. Okay, and then step up onto point 1 foot at a time. So I really like the box on this one. Okay. And then I want you to turn towards the camera. Okay, and then come parallel first so she can see.
I quite like the higher wings on your foot, actually.
I do too. So that's what I noticed most, is she's very like encased inside that box. So there's, I mean, the 3007 looked good too. There's just a kind of a sleeker appearance.
Yeah, and the lower heel on these just looks even more sleek on her heel shape. Don't you think? Yeah, so you can really see that lower amount. It shows off the feet.
It
does. How does it feel, Miranda?
She could wear both. She really could.
Does it feel similar to 3007 really on point? Because a lot of dancers say that.
So, do you feel balanced?
Yeah, I like how it comes up higher on these.
Cuts up higher on the vamp?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that looks really nice.
It definitely shows off more of her arch. Fabulous.
This is good.
Can we see from 5th position on point as well?
Okay, 5th position.
Sorry, I've got a lot of lag with my sound. Yeah, I really like them. Nice. They look very sleek. Yeah, no, they're wonderful.
Okay.
Great.
So, I mean, honestly, I think she could do either one. I think for aesthetics,
yeah, I do.
I like that Nova on her. It just fits her like a glove.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Did you want to see other styles on her?
Yeah, let's do them all.
Okay.
Because it gives the viewers a chance to see what other models look like as well.
Okay. All right. So I've got the Dream Point 2007, which is, I probably should have done this after the 3007, but this has got a little bit different construction. So
yeah,
thermoplastic.
I'll just grab one.
So the box is actually like traditional material. The paper and place right here. So that'll still soften and form to your foot. But the platform right here and the shank, it's a thermoplastic. And so it gets more, like it warms up with the heat of your foot. And it won't break down as quickly as like a traditional point shoe. Okay. And it's pre-arched.
It's for those guys watching, it comes in soft flexible, medium flexible, hard flexible, super hard flexible. As you can see with this delicious pre-arch, it's like a 3/4. You can see that flexibility there. And like Rhea was saying, the beautiful padding on the inside of the shoe, and there's a little bit in the bottom for the toes. The paste is the lovely lightweight flexible paste. Again, it's a very high wing. It's a bit of a higher heel than Nova, as you can see, kind of scoops. The platform is also a bit broader than Nova, as you can see there. Cool. Let's have a little look.
Now look at those feet. Woo.
I bet it's going into her arch really nice.
Yeah, so turn towards the camera, and then you can really
Oh,
see
wow.
that.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that beautiful arch. Yeah, this is one of the great perks about this shoe. It just shows off the foot so beautifully.
Mm-hmm. So
Can you feel the difference, Miranda, in the shanks?
Yeah, I can feel it.
How does it feel to you personally?
I think it like looks really good in the arch. I don't like it as much as the last two.
I think
really different.
what we could improve on this is have the side quarters and heel cut down, because it's a little bit saggy on your kind of foot shape. That's something I would change about it.
Yeah, like right here.
Yeah, and around the heel,
Oh,
it's just a little bit extra fabric. Yeah. Apart from that, the rest of the shoe is really nice on you, but that's what I would personally tweak about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because in the Nova, it was just smooth.
Very, very sleek in Nova. It's because Miranda's got, for the viewers watching who might be curious why we get an extra bit of fabric, sometimes dancers have a bit of a narrower heel or disappearing heels sometimes as well. So we end up with just a little bit extra. So what we can do in a custom is you just chop it down. Problem solved.
Okay, come down.
Still looks great though. She's still got very beautiful feet. She gets over wonderfully.
Okay.
For someone's asking a question, where is the factory, Grishko Nikolai? It's based in Russia. We have our main factory in Moscow, which is very near to the Bolshoi Theatre. And we work with all the professional dancers and the students at Bolshoi and at the Vaganova Academy as well. In fact, a lot of our dancewear is worn as uniform by those academies. We also, work very closely with a lot of ballet stars on our products. Yeah. And for those wondering, our name is Nikolai in America. And on your shoes in America, you will have Nikolai and made in Russia.
Okay, so Miranda has the Maya one on now. So
Fabulous.
Do you find with the Maya you have to change the sizing just a little bit?
Yes, it fits bigger in length and width. So I tend to go half a size down and a width down.
Okay, I do too. Okay.
Let me just grab one.
Yeah. All right. So go ahead and step up. Okay. So go ahead and turn towards the viewer. Okay.
So the Maya one for people watching is based on Fouette Last, and it has a V-cut vamp, and it also has a drawstring. It also has a medium platform with a bit of a higher profile height. The wings aren't as high as, say, Nova Dream Point. Medium sides, quite a high heel, machine stitch sole, shanks. It can come in Pro Flex, or standard shanks. It looks a little bit high in profile on Miranda's foot. It looks like she's sinking downwards quite a bit.
Right. And so, yeah, it's because it's on that different last. I think it's for
it's Fouette Last.
Fuller foot. So
yeah.
I mean,
can we just see from the front in parallel? Yeah, no, she's kind of collapsed in it. It's the V-bump is very nice on her foot. You could have a V-bump on a custom order, by the way, for you guys who don't know about that. But yeah, I think the shape is too semi-tapered for Miranda's foot, and it's too high in profile, so that's not working out completely. You must be feeling a lot of pressure on your toes right now, right, Miranda?
Yeah, a little bit.
So, and yeah, the heel's a bit high for Miranda's foot, I would say. What do you think, Rhea?
I think so. I think there's quite a bit of fabric everywhere. And then,
Yeah.
there's just some,
That's not lifted.
I can see a lot of creasing, which to me
Mm-hmm.
is a sign of like
Oh,
sinking
yes,
down.
especially at the wing. Yeah.
So, like, take off this foot and then like put the Nova back on.
Yeah, let's compare.
And I think the viewers
so
will
we can
see
show these guys a
the
difference.
So this is where profile height becomes really important when we're fitting. And a lot of people just think of point shoes as a length and width thing. And so you can really see.
Oh, we can see the difference majorly.
Yeah, big difference here.
So you guys watching, can you see what Rhea's on about? Because she's trying to, can you see with Miranda in Nova, she's pulled up. She's very like high in the shoe, whereas in Maya 1, she's just collapsed into it. Can you see the difference?
Yeah, and then come together. And then you can really see it.
Oh yeah, that's major difference.
Big difference.
Can you feel the difference, Miranda?
Yeah, for sure.
So why don't we do a Nova compared to Dream Point now as well? Dream Point 2007, also known as Allure.
Yeah. I love the side-by-side comparison.
Me too. It's fascinating.
Yeah. Especially when you get like such a dramatic improvement. It's like,
yeah,
very exciting to see like, okay, this is where you came from and then this is where we're going.
Absolutely.
Okay. Did you do the Dream Point, the pre-arched one? Yeah. Okay.
So we can really see a difference in the shank here and the break point of the shank. So Nova will bend into the arch when obviously the dancer wears it and it molds to her foot, just for the viewers wanting to know why it looks a bit flat. Because all Grishko Nikolai shoes are all manufactured so that the shanks all will melt deliciously into your arch once you've worn them. But obviously, because these are very fresh, you know, we're not going to actually mold the shank right now. But you can see the massive difference in the Thermo shank pre-arched compared to a standard shank there. You can also see she's still more pulled up in the Novas, I think, personally.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Rhea?
I think it looks really nice. I mean, I definitely like the sleekness of this.
Yeah.
This would be like, I could see like maybe doing a little bit of a custom here for
Yeah.
a photo shoot. You know, if you wanted to make your feet look
Oh,
really
yeah.
good.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks really nice. The thing I like about the traditional shanks, go ahead and step down, Miranda.
Yeah.
And just pop up this foot. So you'll notice, I'm like speaking between her legs. You'll notice that these shanks start off pretty flat. And so that's a little bit different than some of the other brands where they already start off pretty pre-arched. But the flat shank will actually like melt up into your natural arch.
Yes.
So
one of the things I love about
that's what I really like about this, because it forms really well to your foot. And so it starts off flat, but it doesn't, that's not where it
exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas for people wondering, with the Dream Point 2007 pre-arched, we also have Super Triumph pre-arched, and those shanks are pretty much ready to wear. So what we mean by that is the shape it has now is the shape it's going to retain, but it also means for some dancers it's a lot longer lifespan. So that's another great thing about it that works really well for some dancers. But of course, when we're choosing shanks, it's not just going by construction or strength. We need to think about your own personal comfort, what your teacher requires, what kind of roles you're dancing, because of course shanks affect dancers in many ways. But the great thing is, if we have so many strengths, it's unbelievable. So there really is something for everybody, from the more flat foot dancer to what I call the banana foot. We are really covered by our brand because we have so much variation. So did we compare the Nova to the 3007 by any chance?
No, we didn't. Go ahead. We got it right here.
Okay. Oh, these both look quite sleek, actually.
Yeah. No, I think it looks pretty good. So, like, if I could have this shoe and that shoe come together to like have a baby, then I would like this to go on this.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So with the 3007, also it features a different shank, traditional shank, because both of these shoes are traditional shank shoes, but 3007 has a shank that has a much easier roll through, and it also molds a bit lower down into the arch. So it's very great for dancers that don't get over enough in the classic 2007. Just putting that out there, because I know there's some dancers that struggle with classic 2007. So if you switch to 3007, honestly, you're going to be mind blown at the difference, because it really does get you over, even in a medium.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I really like both of these. Miranda, can you feel much difference between these two? What one do you personally prefer out of these two, would you say?
I prefer the Novas. I think that they look better, I guess. But
Uh-huh.
I don't feel that much difference. Like
Sure.
when I'm up, I guess
Uh-huh.
I feel.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
really
I
think she
like.
could either.
Yeah. Should we put Novas on as a pair again and just have another final look at them together? Nice. Can we see from the front in parallel as well? Lovely, very lifted, very secure. Then can we see from the side in parallel, please? Excellent, very over and aligned. And then just take a fifth, space in that direction, whichever foot in front, put the left in front, yeah. Oh, oh no, sorry, you're right, because it's mirrored. Nice, very good. I like them a lot. Very flattering. Do they feel very different to other point shoes that you've worn, Miranda?
They don't feel that different, as in like I wouldn't be able to dance in them, but they feel different in like the box, especially the platform is like a different shape. I feel like it's kind of easier to balance, I guess.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
Well.
Yeah, they look gorgeous. Fantastic.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Do you have any of our dancewear there that you could show us? And is there anything that would fit Miranda?
Hang on. I'm gonna walk away so I can take the mask off.
Sure.
We've got some of the new heat retention wear.
Oh yeah, I love that.
And then, I mean, obviously we've got this one. I'm really looking forward to ordering some of the other leotards. The knitwear is beautiful.
Yeah, right. You need it in your life.
Yeah. And then we just got these in.
Yeah, love those. They are amazing.
Yeah, and the colors are just like so vivid.
Right?
Just really beautiful.
And aren't the fabrics super soft? And they're just so like, kind of like velvety to touch. That's the best description I can give.
Yeah. Yeah. And then what I really liked, I think we only have one left, was, and I know you guys came out with other colors.
Yeah.
The knitwear.
Yes, also very popular.
It's amazing. It's like, it's a merino wool, but it's
oh my
not
gosh.
itchy.
No,
yeah,
exactly.
They're really nice.
When they brought this out, they was very careful with choosing appropriate wool that actually feels very comfortable for dancers, because I don't know about you, but I've had some leg warmers, for example, in the past that just feel like they feel saggy, but also they just don't feel like they brush against your skin very nicely, whereas our merino wool is just so soft. Oh my God.
It's really nice. Was there something you wanted to see on her?
Yeah, could we see some of these heat retention? Are they shorts or pants? Can't see.
So how is the sizing? Because we just got them in.
Okay, so Miranda looks like she might be in those, possibly extra small or small, which is
okay.
Is that 36?
Like I've got a US 6.
Oh yeah,
Like
US
a size
6.
small.
Yeah.
Okay.
A small. So it's
All right.
probably a small, I would say.
Okay.
These fit pretty true to size, I would say.
Okay. You want to try this one on?
But some people
Okay.
like to size up because they want a little bit more room in these. It just depends on the dancer.
Yeah, they're very quiet.
Yes, right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
a lot of times you'll be wearing like those regular trash bag pants and you hear more of the
You can hear yourself coming down the hallway. Like if someone was like, waiting in the studio, you'd hear them. And I like the toggles as well because I really like to be able to adjust it to where it suits me.
Yeah, you want to pull on the toggles on the sides at the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really lovely color on you, actually. And for those guys wondering, I wear these myself as well, and they get you super hot, super quick, which is fantastic when it's chilly in the studios. But also,
Right.
I even wear them in the summer as well, and they actually have good properties for, like weight loss and whatever as well.
Oh, okay.
We also have the heat retention in a short tard. We have it in a full length unitard. We have it in the full length pants as well, and also for guys too, which is fantastic.
We're gonna have her pull on the point shoes.
Excellent.
So you can see what the whole look would look like.
Perfect.
There we go. Here,
Very nice.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Love it. Looks great.
Okay. Yeah. I love that color.
Yeah, I think it's one of my personal choices. And it's a really good shade because it goes with so many different colors of leotards as well. And, it's really nice for dancers that, maybe have in their studio dress code, they have to wear a lot of darker leotards because this shade goes well with a lot of darker leotard shades, I think, personally. We have these in black as well, and we have them in silver and navy blue, which, yeah. Great. Cool. So go on.
I don't know how much time we have left, but
we have 10 minutes.
I saw an announcement on Nikolai World that I was really pleased to see that Nikolai is launching new skin toned point shoes. Right. And so dancers like me and Miranda, it's always been pink. And it's all about the line in ballet.
And absolutely.
We don't have pink legs. We don't have pink feet.
Exactly.
And so I really think that the message is so positive to be able to have those options, because really, we all love the pink satin. I think they're beautiful, but having those other colors, it really sends the message that ballet welcomes all bodies and all skin tones.
Absolutely.
And that, there's an appreciation for every skin tone that's out there. So I was really pleased to see.
Totally agree. It's something I've been waiting for a long time. And what I really love about it is the fact that, we came out of it in February at the LA trade show, Atlantic Dance Retail Show, and also at DANCEWEAR Inferior in Italy. So we already had it in place, which was wonderful, because now, of course, certain other brands are like, oh yeah, we're getting on it as well. And it's like, well, actually, we came out of it in February anyway. So
yeah, I remember I saw it at the Dance Retailer Show back in February.
Yeah, right.
And so that was
really exciting times. Plus
really
our canvas options as well. Obviously I've got a Cartier here in the kind of ballet pink, but it comes in 2 other shades as well in canvas, which is wonderful, because then we get the matte look, because as you know, with a lot of professionals on stage, they want shoes that give the pancakes look, and obviously satin is still going to be shiny, so that's also a wonderful option to have. And did you know, guys, you can custom order as far as I know, pretty much all of our point shoes in canvas option 2, because I've had to do that before for somebody with a Maya 1, so that's also really cool. Fab. So tell us a little bit more about your business, website. Tell us where to find you. How far are you from Seattle? Tell us all the little fine details.
So we're just a lake away from the city of Seattle. So we're about 15 minutes east of the city of Seattle. So we're very close. We're very centrally located. Actually, quite a few people drive from Seattle just because it's a straight shot across the bridge and you literally just land.
That lake is so
store.
Beautiful. I couldn't believe how stunning it was.
Yeah, you know, there's a big stereotype about the Pacific Northwest in Seattle that it rains all the time, and it really doesn't. I mean, we get a lot of gray.
It doesn't. It's true.
There's gray clouds, but our summers, while the rest of the country is roasting, we are like 80 degrees Fahrenheit, like sunny. We're out swimming on the lake, and it's just
nice.
Beautiful trees. It's a really beautiful area to live. I'm personally from California, and so I grew up, you know, as a California girl, and my husband's originally from Washington, and I really thought I would have to grow to love it here because like everyone else, I just imagined umbrellas and doom and
absolutely
gloom, and
it's going to cut us off in 2 minutes, by the way, just so you know.
Okay. All right. But yeah, so we're centrally located. Our website is onpointebellevue.com. And you can also give us a follow on Instagram or on Facebook. We're at On Point Bellevue.
Perfect.
So,
so go and give them a follow after this stream, you guys, and be sure to go and check out their store. Mr. Grishko's just reminded us that canvas is much more longer lasting than satin. Yes, absolutely, Mr. Grishko. That's a good point to make, actually. I forgot about that. And Peter just told us that we won't be naming our satins after coffee shades, by the way. We'll actually be calling them nudes, which I think is very important, you know, because that came up in conversation. So just to let everybody know about that. Thank you everybody for watching. It's been really great, and if you have any questions for either of us, you can drop us to them after this stream. Oh yeah, and Rhea, I would love to do a little virtual fitting with you one day for some Nikolais.
That would be really great. I would love that.
And next time I'm in Seattle, I'll come by again. We could do a fitting day.
That would be awesome. I would love it.
I'd love that. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to our guest Miranda as well for being our dancer for today. It's been lovely to see a fitting and see so many different models on a dancer. Yeah, so thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll be sure to save this stream and upload it later on so you guys can watch at your leisure. We have 10 seconds remaining. Any last words?
No, I just thank you everyone for watching. This was really fun. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
All right. Bye.
Bye.